everyone, what is going on? My name is the Green Weasel, or this is my YouTube alias, and today I have compiled the top 5 Metacritic scores from all of the major Call of Duty releases. Now, before you argue amongst yourself in the comment section about which Call of Duty you think is the best, I compiled the averages of the scores on Metacritic. And for this criteria, I chose the top 2 releases, some of which were Xbox 360 and PC, or Xbox One and PS4. But the 2 major releases, the ones that had the most reviews and were generally easier to average, I went back all the way to the original Call of Duty. I didn't do the, expansions, or like the side releases like Modern Warfare 3 for the Nintendo DS, I think, and then Call of Duty Black Ops, the Classified, or something like that. And some game that was not produced by the major companies such as Treyarch or Infinity Ward. But I digress. For the top 5 Metacritic, I'm going to be starting at number 5 and working up the way to number 1, obviously. And at number 3, we have Modern Warfare 3 with a score of 88. And as I stated before, this is an average of the 2 major releases, and this happened to be the Xbox 360 and PS3. And the scores, keep in mind that they are also using the critic score, or the meta score, and the user score as well, and it averages them out. And that's what Modern Warfare 3 had a score of 88 with this criteria. And moving on to number 4, we have Call of Duty 2 with a score of 89. And Call of Duty 2, it did not, I don't think it was released on the PS3. I couldn't find it on Metacritic, so I used the PC version and the Xbox 360 version. And at number 3, we have Call of Duty, the original one, not Call of Duty Classic, which came later on as a remastered version of the original game and was released on the Xbox Live Arcade and PlayStation Network, I think. But this is the original one. It came shipped with the PC, so therefore there's only one Metascore, and it had a score of 91. So I didn't average any of the 2 releases out because there was only one platform available for it. And up next we have a tie with number 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, with a score of 94. And this covers the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I did not include the PC version because that was a less popular version of the game, and majority of the players played on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So I did not include the PC score for that, but, just a big but, not like that, but number 1 is Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare with a score of 94. And I put Call of Duty 4 ahead of Modern Warfare 2 just because it was released on only 3 platforms, and on these 3 platforms it had a higher score overall than Modern Warfare 2. I believe Modern Warfare 2 was released on the PC, the 360, the PS3. I believe it was released on the Wii. I may be mistaken, but and it had a higher score on the PC version anyways. So that's the top 5 Call of Duties within the Metascore or on Metacritic. And now we get to the subjective part of this commentary, and I will be explaining my list of my favorite Call of Duties of all time. And starting off at number 5, we have one that wasn't on the list for the top 5 Metacritic scores. We're going with Call of Duty World at War for number 5. And you may be thinking to yourself, why would you put Call of Duty World at War ahead of all, or some of the Modern Warfare series? And I don't know, I just really liked the single player. I thought the atmosphere, I liked the atmosphere. It was gritty. It was a very gritty environment. It had a very unique setting, unique to the Call of Duty scene, and I loved going over to my friend's house because I was quite a young lad at the time, and I would go over to my neighbor's house, and my brother and my neighbors would take turns playing zombies on his Xbox 360, and that's one of the most fun experiences, enjoyable experiences I've had with Call of Duty in quite a while. And that is why I placed Call of Duty World at War at number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Call of Duty Black Ops. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, Call of Duty Black Ops wasn't on the top 5 Metacritic either, or Metacritic scores, but Call of Duty Black Ops was the first game I actually pre-ordered, and the first Call of Duty I pre-ordered, and it was back in 2000 and God, I feel like I'm gonna get berated down in the comments for not knowing when it came out. I want to say 2010, because I think Modern Warfare 2 came out in 2009. But it was the first game that I had pre-ordered, and I just got into the console scene and my Xbox 360, and I played the heck out of that. I really enjoyed the multiplayer. One of the first multiplayers I played the heck out of, and Zombies was another fun experience. Excuse me. And I believe not believe, but I believe I put maybe the most amount of time into Black Ops. I'm not sure. I can't say between Zombies and multiplayer and single player, but it's a fair bet that I put the most time into Black Ops out of any Call of Duty. And I put so much time into it, my disc broke, like the inside of the disc, like has chips in it. So I tried playing it on my 360 a while ago, and only like certain parts of it work, like certain zombie maps don't work, so that's kind of a bummer, but I really enjoyed that game, and that's why it earns the number 4 spot. Coming in at number 3, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and you may be thinking to yourself, oh my gosh, Black Ops 3's got a terrible Metacritic score. It's one of the lower Call of Duties we've seen. But I just want to say this, for what you pay for Black Ops 3, just for the base version, you get zombies, you get multiplayer, you get single player, you get the free run mode, the Nightmare Zombie campaign mode. You get a lot of content for what you pay for, and the multiplayer alone, I've put like 14 days into it now, and I'm Master Prestige, and another reason why it's number 3 on my list is because it was the first Call of Duty, or it's first Call of Duty I ever gotten the Master Prestige, or Prestige Master, whatever you want to call it, and only like level 280 or something like that. No, I'm getting to 1,000 before Infinite Warfare, but yeah, I still love playing the game. Occasionally I'll take like a week or two hiatus from playing it, just kind of get worn out on it and play some other games and branch off. But it's a solid game, and that's why I put it at number 3. Now number 2 is going to look pretty familiar to the top 5 Metacritic scores that I have here, and that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I just want to go ahead and say this. I think Modern Warfare 2 had the best campaign of any Call of Duty game so far that we've seen. And I think it was a better campaign than Modern Warfare or Call of Duty 4. Whenever I played that campaign, some of the missions like Cliffhanger, Wolverines, there's just a bunch of missions that come to mind that are just so cinematic and well done and full of action and keep you on the edge of your seat. And it might not be the best story, but the missions, they play so well, and it's so well done. It's just like playing an action movie, and that's what I love about it. And the multiplayer was also fantastic. Probably one of the most popular multiplayer games in the Call of Duty series. And that was when I made the switch from PC over to console, and I just really enjoyed that, playing with my friends after school. And I was still just a young lad in middle school, but I really loved that game, and that's why it earned the number 2 spot on my list. And of course, you probably are thinking to yourself, well, if Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was your number 2 spot, then what could be number 1? Well, I'm just going to start off with saying this was the game that got me into multiplayer gaming, Call of Duty 4. And I had not played any multiplayer game religiously until Call of Duty 4. And when that came out, I got high-speed internet. That was one of the games I first started playing online, and I loved it. I could not get enough. I could not stop playing it. Unfortunately, I played it on PC, and there's no prestige mode, so you get to level 55, and then if you wanted to start a new, if you wanted prestige, you'd have to start a new profile, and then you'd have to level up to 55, so there's no prestiges. But despite all that, the campaign was tremendous. Not quite as good as Modern Warfare 2, but it was probably my second favorite in the Call of Duty series, and it was just a fantastic game. Pretty much no flaws. There's some things that are unbalanced in the multiplayer, but that's what made it fun, and it still remains one of the most popular FPS games of all time, and it'll be my favorite Call of Duty for a long time, unless something amazing happens with Infinite Warfare. But I'm really looking forward to Call of Duty Remastered, Call of Duty 4 Remastered, and that's gonna be dope. It's gonna be fun to play that game, and it's just gonna be great for the Call of Duty community, because we've started to see Call of Duty become more toxic over the years. So I think this will really bring the community back together, and it's just gonna be a great experience. So there's my list, guys. If you don't agree with it, you can leave your list of top 5 Call of Duties down in the comments, and if you would, I would really appreciate a like. This video didn't take too much research, but I put quite a bit of time into this, and it would mean a lot to me if you left a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this, then be sure to subscribe, because that also means you're interested in seeing more content like this. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.